Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth like a magnet, while others struggle endlessly just to get by? This question isn't merely a fleeting curiosity, but a defining factor that separates those who achieve true financial freedom from those trapped in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, suggests that this crucial difference lies in what the wealthy know and what most people don't even imagine. It's not just about working harder or pinching every penny, but about a deeply ingrained mindset and a set of knowledge that challenges traditional beliefs about money. From a young age, we're taught that the path to success is to study hard, get a good job, and work tirelessly. But what if this model is incomplete? What if the true secret to wealth isn't in physical effort, but in how we perceive and utilize money? The wealthy have a completely different perspective on the financial world. They understand that money, when managed well, can become a powerful ally, a worker that tirelessly generates more wealth for them. In contrast, most people see money as something to be earned and then spent, perpetuating a cycle of dependence that is rarely broken. Throughout this video, we will unveil the secrets the wealthy know. Lessons that aren't taught in schools and often contradict conventional financial advice. You'll discover how to transform your relationship with money and start thinking like the wealthy do, even if you don't yet have a millionaire's bank account. Robert Kiyosaki often emphasizes that the most striking difference between the rich and the poor lies in their approach to financial education. It's not just about attending prestigious schools or accumulating degrees. The real secret is learning how money works and how to make it work for you. This kind of education is absent from traditional educational systems, the same systems designed to prepare people to be employees rather than entrepreneurs or investors. One of the core ideas Kiyosaki explores is the distinction between assets and liabilities. The rich understand that building wealth requires investing in assets that generate cash flow, such as real estate, profitable businesses, and investments. Meanwhile, most people invest in liabilities, mistakenly thinking they are assets. For example, how often do we hear that buying a house is the best investment you can make? However, Kiyosaki argues that, in most cases, a personal home is a liability because it drains money through mortgage, taxes, maintenance, and other costs, rather than generating income. The wealthy prioritize creating sources of passive income. They understand that true wealth doesn't come solely from hard work, but from building systems that ensure money keeps flowing even while they sleep. That's why many of them focus on acquiring practical knowledge about investing in financial markets, real estate, or businesses, areas that provide continuous returns. Another critical concept the rich understand is leveraging resources. For most people, the idea of debt is frightening and carries negative connotations, but the rich view it differently. They distinguish between good debt and bad debt. Good debt is used to acquire assets that generate more income than the cost of the debt, while bad debt is used for consumption. For instance, financing a property to rent out, where rental income covers the loan payments, is a smart use of good debt. By understanding and applying these concepts, you can break free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and pave the way toward financial independence. This mindset shift forms the foundation upon which the wealthy build their continued prosperity. If there's one thing that sets the rich apart from everyone else, it's how they view opportunities. While many see risks, they see potential for growth. However, this ability to identify and seize opportunities isn't magical. It's the result of a trained mindset and accumulated experiences. For the wealthy, failure isn't the end, but a lesson. This contrast is evident in how they handle financial mistakes. Instead of avoiding them at all costs, they treat them as investments in learning. Robert Kiyosaki frequently emphasizes that a fixed mindset, one that fears change or challenges, is one of the greatest barriers to wealth. He challenges us to adopt a growth mindset, a willingness to learn continuously and adapt in a constantly evolving world. The rich understand that the financial landscape is dynamic. Interest rates rise and fall, markets boom and bust, and new technologies reshape the way we do business. Being prepared to navigate these changes requires not only technical knowledge but also courage and vision. Another key differentiator is how the wealthy perceive time. For most people, time is something to be traded for money. Working more hours equals earning more. But the rich understand that time is a finite and incredibly valuable resource. That's why they focus on building systems that allow money to multiply without requiring their constant presence. Whether through well-structured businesses, royalties from books or music, stock market investments, or rental income from properties, the goal is always the same: to create passive income that frees up their time. This perspective on time also reflects their approach to work. Many assume the rich don't work, but this couldn't be further from the truth. They do work, but on projects with exponential growth potential. It's not uncommon to find millionaires and billionaires who spent years building businesses before achieving success. What sets them apart is how and where they choose to invest their time, always considering the long-term return. The message here is clear. To think like the wealthy, you must reevaluate how you view risk, time, and work. These three variables form the foundation for building a solid financial future. One of the greatest secrets the wealthy understand, one that most people overlook, is the power of networking and connections. There's a popular saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." The rich intuitively grasp this and make it a point to surround themselves with individuals who inspire, challenge, and help them grow. They know that in the financial world, relationships can open doors to opportunities that would otherwise remain out of reach. Consider how business and investment deals happen in real life. A contact might introduce an interested investor. A friend could recommend a promising property, or a colleague might share insider knowledge about a new market trend. But these opportunities don't happen by chance. They are cultivated over time, built on trust, reciprocity, and a clear understanding that helping others is a key part of the process. Robert Kiyosaki often emphasizes the importance of learning from mentors and role models. He himself had his rich dad mentor who taught him to think like an investor early on. Mentors provide something books and courses cannot: practical experience and specific insights that come from real-world expertise. That's why the wealthy invest heavily in relationships with people who possess complementary knowledge or skills. However, networking isn't just about meeting influential people. It's also about creating value for others. The rich don't approach people solely with the mindset of what they can gain, but with what they can offer. This approach fosters genuine relationships that are far more productive and enduring. They understand that over the long term, the value you create for others tends to come back to you in unexpected ways. Another powerful concept the wealthy excel at is strategic partnerships. Rather than trying to do everything themselves, they form alliances with people or companies that complement their skills or share similar goals. These partnerships allow them to expand their reach, minimize risks, and maximize results. Ultimately, the secret to financial success isn't just in the numbers, it's in the people. It's about how you build, maintain, and nurture relationships that can transform your vision of wealth into reality. Another secret the wealthy deeply understand is the power of leverage. In the financial context, leverage means using resources you don't fully own, whether money, time, or skills, to generate greater results. While the term may sound technical or complicated, it is, in fact, the engine that enables the wealthy to accelerate their wealth-building journey. Robert Kiyosaki explains that there are different types of leverage: financial leverage, time leverage, and skill leverage. Let's start with the most common financial leverage. A clear example of this is using financing to acquire real estate. While many people believe they need to save for years to pay for a property up front, the wealthy understand that a loan can be a powerful tool to acquire an asset that pays for itself through generated cash flow. This way, they expand their portfolio without waiting decades to accumulate their own capital. Time leverage is another essential strategy. The wealthy know they can't do everything on their own, so they hire professionals and build teams to handle specific tasks. This allows them to focus their time on high-impact activities, such as identifying new investment opportunities or scaling their businesses. For them, time is more valuable than money because money can be regained, but time cannot. Additionally, the wealthy leverage the skills of others. Think of an entrepreneur who hires an accountant to organize their finances or a lawyer to structure their contracts. Instead of spending hours learning these skills, they delegate to experts, ensuring the work is done efficiently while they focus on growing their business. This concept of leverage isn't just practical, it's transformative because it challenges the traditional notion that you need to be entirely self-reliant. The truth is, no one achieves success alone. Knowing how and when to utilize available resources, whether financial or human, is a skill that sets the wealthy apart from the rest. The lesson here is clear. To build wealth, you don't need to be the smartest or most talented. You need to learn how to strategically leverage what's available to you, multiplying your efforts and results. The wealthy also understand something many people overlook: the profound impact of emotional mindset on their relationship with money. While most make financial decisions driven by fear or greed, the rich have learned to master their emotions and rely on logic and education as their guides. This emotional control is crucial for avoiding mistakes that could derail years of financial progress. Robert Kiyosaki highlights that fear is one of the biggest barriers preventing people from achieving financial prosperity. The fear of losing money, failing, or even being criticized leads many to shy away from investments and opportunities that could transform their lives. The wealthy, however, don't ignore fear, they confront it head-on. They understand that risk is an inevitable part of financial growth, but rather than retreating, they seek ways to manage and minimize risk through knowledge and strategy. Greed, on the other hand, can be just as destructive. How many people fall for get-rich-quick schemes, lured by promises of unrealistic returns? The rich avoid these shortcuts because they know that building wealth is a process, not an event. They act not on impulse but with careful planning and a long-term vision. This difference in emotional approach is also evident in how the wealthy deal with losses. For many, losing money in an investment can be devastating, leading to feelings of guilt or the decision to give up altogether. The rich, however, see losses as opportunities to learn. They analyze what went wrong, adjust their strategies, and move forward, better prepared for the next opportunity. Additionally, the wealthy have a healthier relationship with the concept of abundance. They believe there's enough wealth for everyone, so they don't operate from a scarcity mindset. This perspective motivates them to share knowledge, collaborate with others, and seek solutions that create value for everyone involved. Emotional control is, therefore, a critical skill on the path to financial freedom. When you learn to manage your emotions and make financial decisions based on logic and strategy, you open the door to opportunities that once seemed out of reach. The wealthy understand that financial education is a lifelong process. While many believe learning about money is a one-time event, the rich recognize that the financial world is constantly evolving. New markets emerge, technologies reshape how business is done, and strategies that worked decades ago may no longer be effective today. To thrive in this dynamic environment, they are always learning, adapting, and expanding their knowledge. Robert Kiyosaki refers to this as financial intelligence, which goes beyond calculating interest or reading stock charts. It's about developing the ability to spot opportunities, solve financial problems, and make strategic decisions in uncertain scenarios. This intelligence doesn't come solely from books or courses, though those are valuable starting points, but also from practical experience. For instance, many wealthy individuals invest time and resources in attending seminars, investor groups, or specialized workshops. They value the exchange of ideas and experiences because they know that collective learning can reveal new perspectives and strategies. Moreover, they aren't afraid to seek help from experts when necessary. Financial advisors, tax attorneys, and experienced accountants are essential resources in the toolkit of the rich. Another key component of continuous education is reading. Kiyosaki, like many other successful investors, is an avid advocate of reading books on business, investing, and personal development. He argues that every new book can offer an idea or insight that might transform your financial approach. As he famously says, what you know determines what you do. However, financial education isn't just about acquiring technical knowledge, it's also about learning to unlearn. Many of the lessons we receive about money during childhood or adolescence are rooted in limiting beliefs that hold us back. Ideas like money is the root of all evil or only the rich get richer must be questioned and replaced with a more positive, empowering perspective on the role of money in our lives. By committing to continuous learning, you not only expand your financial skills but also develop the confidence to navigate the world of business and investments with clarity and purpose. Another secret the wealthy deeply understand is the importance of building multiple streams of income. While most people rely on a single source, usually a paycheck, the rich know that diversifying income is key to financial stability and growth. This strategy not only safeguards against unexpected events but also accelerates wealth creation. Imagine relying solely on your job. If something happens, a recession, an unexpected layoff, or a health issue, your source of income vanishes, leaving you financially vulnerable. The wealthy, however, create safety nets by developing various income streams, many of which don't require their constant presence to generate returns. Robert Kiyosaki often emphasizes the concept of passive income as one of the cornerstones of financial freedom. This type of income comes from assets that continuously generate money, such as rental properties, stock dividends, royalties, or licensing rights. Unlike active income, which depends on direct work, passive income allows you to earn even while resting. Moreover, the wealthy diversify their income streams across different categories. They don't limit themselves to real estate or stocks, but also explore owning businesses, investing in startups, mutual funds, and even creating digital products like online courses or books. This diversification ensures that if one area faces temporary setbacks, others can compensate, maintaining financial health. Building multiple streams of income also reflects a strategic mindset. The rich understand that wealth isn't accumulated by luck but by careful planning. They start with one source, stabilize it, and then reinvest the profits to create another. For example, a successful entrepreneur might use their company's profits to invest in real estate, while the income from those properties is reinvested in the stock market or new ventures. This approach requires patience and long-term vision, but the results are transformative. With multiple streams of income, you free yourself from the need to trade time for money. Most importantly, you achieve true financial freedom, the ability to live life without being constrained by a single source of income. The wealthy also understand that true wealth isn't just about accumulating money, but about preserving and growing that wealth over time. This is where one of their greatest secrets comes into play: the importance of planning and protecting their assets. Without a solid strategy to manage risks and minimize losses, even great fortunes can quickly dissipate. A powerful tool the wealthy use to safeguard their assets is tax planning. Robert Kiyosaki often points out that taxes can be the biggest invisible cost for many people. However, he also teaches that there are legal and ethical ways to minimize this burden. The wealthy invest in business structures that allow them to take advantage of tax incentives, exemptions, and deductions available within the system. For example, operating as a business entity rather than an individual can offer significant tax benefits, from expense deductions to lower rates. Additionally, the wealthy understand the importance of insurance as a form of protection. This isn't just about having basic insurance to cover emergencies, but using strategic policies like life, health, and asset insurance to mitigate financial risks. For them, prevention is always better than cure, especially when significant sums of money or valuable assets are at stake. Another critical strategy for wealth preservation is diversification. The wealthy never put all their eggs in one basket. They know markets can be volatile, and relying on a single type of investment can be disastrous. Therefore, they allocate their resources across different asset classes, such as real estate, stocks, gold, cryptocurrencies, and even international investments. This diversification reduces the impact of economic fluctuations, creating a more resilient portfolio. Finally, the wealthy are experts in planning their finances for the future, including succession strategies. They understand that building wealth isn't just for themselves, but also for future generations. Trusts, planned giving, and structured inheritance strategies ensure that their assets are passed on efficiently, minimizing taxes and avoiding conflicts. The lesson is clear: creating wealth is important, but protecting and expanding it is essential to maintain financial freedom. With planning, education, and a long-term vision, you can ensure that the money you build today continues to grow and sustain your future and your family's future. In addition to creating and protecting their wealth, the rich possess a unique understanding of the impact a mindset of contribution has on financial growth. Although they are often portrayed as selfish hoarders, the reality is that the most successful wealthy individuals understand that money, when used to generate value for others, comes back multiplied. Robert Kiyosaki often emphasizes that the wealthy focus on solving problems. They don't simply aim to get rich. They create products, services, and solutions that benefit thousands, if not millions, of people. Think of companies that have transformed industries, from technologies revolutionizing communication to services simplifying transportation. These entrepreneurs began by identifying a need and offering something that delivered genuine value. Money, in this context, is simply the natural outcome of creating something meaningful. Moreover, the wealthy often engage in philanthropy as an integral part of their life and business strategies. It's not just about giving money, but understanding the broader impact their actions can have on society. Contribution not only creates a lasting legacy, but also reinforces an abundance mindset. When you believe there are enough resources for everyone and work to share them, you help build a world where wealth becomes more inclusive and sustainable. This connection between contribution and wealth can also be seen in how the rich invest in people. They understand that true financial growth doesn't come solely from tangible assets, but also from nurturing talent and ideas. Whether by mentoring young entrepreneurs, funding startups, or supporting educational initiatives, the wealthy recognize that investing in people is one of the most powerful ways to create lasting impact and returns. This mindset of contribution isn't just a moral choice, it's also a strategic one. It builds networks of support, strengthens reputations, and opens doors to new opportunities. Most importantly, it redefines the purpose of wealth, transforming money into a tool for creating positive change and improving the lives of others. The secret, therefore, is not just to pursue money for its own sake, but to align your quest for wealth with a greater purpose. When you work to generate value for others and contribute to something bigger than yourself, money becomes a means of turning your vision into reality, and financial rewards are just one part of that transformation. Another secret the wealthy understand, and one that's often overlooked, is the importance of having a clear, well-defined vision for the future. While most people live reactively, responding to the challenges of daily life, the rich set specific goals and develop strategies to achieve them. This clarity of purpose sets them apart, as they're not merely going with the flow, they're creating their own direction. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes that achieving financial freedom requires having a goal that's bigger than simply making money. Many people confuse wealth with accumulation, but for the rich, wealth is a tool to achieve something meaningful, whether it's more time with family, traveling, philanthropy, or building a legacy. This sense of purpose is what sustains their motivation and focus, even in the face of inevitable financial challenges. Visualization plays a key role in the mindset of the wealthy. They don't just set goals. They see themselves achieving those goals. This mental practice strengthens their belief that success is possible and provides the confidence needed to make bold decisions. This combination of vision and planned action is powerful because it helps them balance short-term efforts with long-term ambitions. Moreover, the wealthy are highly disciplined in executing their strategy. They understand that success doesn't happen by chance, it's the result of small, consistent actions over time. They prioritize healthy financial habits, such as tracking expenses, reinvesting profits, and continually looking for ways to improve their finances. Another element supporting this long-term vision is resilience. The wealthy recognize that failures and setbacks are part of the journey. Instead of becoming discouraged, they learn from these experiences and use them to refine their strategies. This growth mindset enables them to keep moving forward, even in the face of difficulties. Finally, the wealthy create systems and routines that reinforce their vision. They regularly monitor their progress toward their goals, adjust their plans when necessary, and celebrate both big and small achievements. This cycle of planning, action, and review ensures they stay in control of their financial outcomes. The lesson here is that wealth isn't just about money, it's about aligning your life with your values and goals. When you combine a clear vision with consistent action and resilience, you create a path not only to financial success, but also to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. The wealthy don't possess a magical secret or special talent that sets them apart from the rest. What differentiates them are their choices, mindset, and the way they apply financial knowledge. They understand that wealth isn't just about accumulating money, it's about creating freedom. The freedom to live life on their own terms. Throughout this discussion, we've explored the key pillars that underpin the financial success of the wealthy. They know how to build assets and generate passive income, master leverage, surround themselves with the right people, and prioritize continuous education. Additionally, they maintain a healthy relationship with risk and emotions, invest in protecting their wealth, and align their financial goals with a greater purpose. But perhaps the greatest secret the wealthy understand is that anyone can start this journey. No matter where you are right now, the tools and principles to build wealth are within your reach. It all begins with the decision to shift your mindset and take that first step, whether it's learning about assets, creating a new income stream, or simply questioning the limiting beliefs you hold about money. Robert Kiyosaki often reminds us that the real asset lies in our minds. When you expand your mindset, everything around you begins to transform. It's not about waiting for the perfect opportunity or the right time. It's about acting now, even with small steps, and building a more solid future. Let this reflection be the starting point for your financial transformation. Ask yourself, what can I do today to move closer to financial freedom? It might be opening a book, starting an investment plan, or having a conversation with someone who's already walked this path. Every action matters, and the time to start is now. Remember, the wealthy are not defined by the money they have, but by what they know, and more importantly, what they do with that knowledge. The journey to financial freedom begins with the first step. If you're willing to learn and act, that path is yours to take.